Hey there, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to It Has Tentacles. It's been some time, but it's fucking great to be back here. And of course, all the technical difficulties, I mean, it wouldn't be a actual proper It Has Tentacles stream if we didn't have technical difficulties. So I'm gonna fix up the cams soonish. And let's see.
You jinxed it for every single stream now. You know that, right?
What, sorry?
You jinxed it for every single stream now because you said it's not a show without technical difficulty.
I've said that many times before. It's cool. Wait, it's people are used to it.
It's really, yeah, it's fine. It's just how it is.
It's fine, you know. It's good. What is up, everybody in chat, and what is up, my amazing cast? How you guys
Not
doing?
much, man. How are you doing?
But
Good to see you guys.
Let's see.
found out that I need to work out because I'm old and I threw my bag out at 26.
Yeah, that's.
Doesn't that mean you don't need to work out for a little while?
I mean,
think that-
like
that you're
after
supposed to-
that, you should get the physical condition if you fling
Yeah,
it back at 26.
I just went like, I have all my games listed on the upper shelf of my table, and I was like, reach in the lower bag, and I just went.
Yeah,
Which it was
that's
not very
a bit-
effective.
I was gonna say if you were lifting something heavy, maybe it's okay. But wow, that is probably yeah.
I'm old.
Maybe get some stretches going.
I'm old.
At least.
Okay, so we have a slight rain going on in the background to fit with the mood. And let's see, Poultry is not here, but he will be. And let's meet our two new cast members for this adventure. You guys already do know Chriz and Walter, and Maltred. But nonetheless, let's have some introductions. Chriz, what's up?
What's up, man? Not much, man. Been looking forward to this game. I know we've had people going to cons and stuff. We still have TwitchCon ahead of us, so scheduling on this game is still going to be kind of rough. But yeah, man, excited to be on whenever you guys have an availability. Thanks for having me.
It's awesome having you every time. The passion you put in characters is just great.
Thanks, man.
Really. It's really good.
And Maltred, what is up with you?
Not much. Like, I'm just happy to be back. I loved it the first time I was here. Killed my character with style.
Shanked by a fish.
That's spoilers. I don't know what's under their skin.
That's true. You don't know.
So this time I decided to make my character slightly different, and he's going to be the one in the background and just let you guys get killed while he does the intellectual stuff.
Oh, come on. Come on. Until the last
Yeah,
episode, your character
has
was exactly the
no-
same as that.
He
Yeah,
has no
but
fighting
like
skills.
I'm gonna like Josh was gonna let that happen.
Anyway,
Just happy to be back.
yeah, for those who don't know, our system, for the new viewers out there, me, Yaboi, and Poultry are the main cast members who are always here for every adventure, and we always have 2 or 3 new people coming in and playing it with us. But now it's kind
Who's
of cute.
Poultry? Who's
I
Poultry?
don't know who Poultry is. Let's hear a bit from Yaboi, because it's been for so long. What are you up to, dude? How's it going?
Dude, I am great, man. I've been casting a lot recently, and I've been casting a lot of Dota 2. So really, just you've never seen that game played before.
Dota
I've been watching. I've been watching you.
What was it?
No, I know. Lots of Dota 2. I've been. I started a playthrough of Neverwinter Nights 2 actually, and I'm role playing an orc character. I've actually role played in an adventure here on Twitch named Golrock. He's an orc.
I
if you
remember
didn't
that
know
name.
already. And it's been really, really fun. It's one of the expansions for Neverwinter Nights 2 that everyone always raves about being so amazing. So it's been pretty fun so far. And then yeah, yesterday we had our first Hidden Gems cast in like a year, and it was just a shit show like we expected. And and then I watched movies with some cool people last night. So that's me up till now. So I'm feeling pretty fucking great. And it's been so long since I've roleplayed, so I'm ready to get back in it.
Yeah, same here. I'm so excited to play John.
Yeah,
and-
finally someone who's not George. Fine.
Finally someone who's not George. But I mean, come on, George is still a fucking badass. He hasn't died
He's
yet.
a legend. He is a
I
legend.
hate George. So
Everybody in this cast, it's like the I feel like it's like an initiation thing to hate George. Like whenever new people came in, everybody just started hating George easily after every session.
that's probably my fault. Just for like the instant hating of George.
I know.
Because anyone who drives the vehicle of my dead character, unless it's specifically written in the will, I'll probably end up hating. Just a
Oh, I love that. I was like,
brilliant.
every time I got into that car, I was thinking about your dead character. It did not bother George whatsoever, but for me, it was so fun.
I linked it in the chat. That's an error I'm getting when I'm trying to join Roll20.
Let's see.
You have to log in first. You have to log in.
Yeah, you might have to log in again because you know it's on
Roll20, man.
it's on dev. It's on dev.
The nerve.
Okay, so let's kind of go for a character introduction real fast. Hopefully Poultry is gonna join us after that. If not, we're just gonna continue.
He'll be here at some point.
At some point.
Poultry, guys, he works a full-time job now. And, well, I think it's considered, yeah, he is full-time now. He was hired full-time not too long ago. And so I know he works before this show, and then he takes a nap every time. And I know that motherfucker either slept through his alarm or set it for too late. So that's where he is right now. So he'll be here. He'll be joining us at some point. So.
Okay, so Joakim, I'm gonna let you kind of decide this. How do you wanna introduce our characters?
I think we want to deal with some other stuff first.
What's the other stuff?
I think we missed luck recovery once again.
Oh, I have to level up. As
But I
soon as
mean, the
figure out what
only
my
the only person here to do that is Joshua.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everybody else has a new character.
Yeah.
I guess we can
Yeah,
do that
well,
pretty fast.
well, Henry already did his, I think. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that. I can do that all myself, Joakim. I just need to
Okay.
figure out my password. Oh, I got it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Cool.
There we go. So, do you want to go and introduce our
And the other
characters?
stuff is actually related to Henry, so yes,
Oh.
we can.
Well, it's giving me the same shit once I'm logged in.
Weird. If you log into Dev, you should be able to log in, to just join again.
Oh, I have to log into the dev.
Yeah,
not the,
yeah.
Not the
It's
normal
app.roll20dev.net.
Yeah.
And go in My Campaigns there and you should find it.
Yeah. I found it.
Okay, so as I was saying, Joakim, do you want to do character introductions?
We have downtime actions for Joshua as well. What he did during this month.
Oh, do you want to do a recap of last adventure?
Yeah, we could, I guess.
I mean, it's not that important.
It's not related whatsoever, almost.
Unless you think we're gonna die by mermen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking Joakim. I don't know. I'm not the guy running the show.
I don't think we need that, to be honest. Unless you feel like it's a good thing to do. Like it's.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
I
Yeah.
want to be reminded of Jill. Thank
Like
you.
I feel like if an adventure is linked, like if you have recurring characters that maybe come back from another adventure, then it would make sense. But in this case, this adventure has nothing to do with the last one, unless Joshua and Henry want to bring something in.
Well,
Yeah.
Joshua will make. I mean, his character is pretty straightforward. Even if I don't explain the last campaign, it's not like he'll be too confusing. Without. I get on with my life after this shit happens. I've seen weirder.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to do anything
Yeah.
special during your during this month.
Problem is I do, but it directly involves poultry, and you know why.
Oh, okay, that yes.
So I can't really talk about it.
Damn you, poultry!
Yeah.
Well-
so we can say there was some sort of investigation into that, and me poking around. I can't say for sure that, because there's only specific situations in where I would have made my move on it.
Okay.
So we'll have to. I'll have to talk.
So we kind of have to do the downtime actions together, you and Poultry, then, to see what he did during it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, let's introduce some characters then.
I think it'd be the best if I'm the last. That's how that's how I think. It's your choice.
No problem.
So if I
go.
roll above the stat, I can roll a 1d10
Yes,
to raise it?
above, not the same. It must be above.
Okay, and then do I roll a 1d10 for it? Or?
Yep. 1d10.
Come on, more bombs. Wow.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I'll take
Awesome.
Nice.
that. I think I had one other.
When we created Maltred's character earlier today, we had some epic roles. He played a very old character, so he got a bunch of education roles. And
Two of them succeeded, man. I got 16 extra education out of it. I got a 10 on the die.
That's 1 point. Let's start with Chris then. I don't think.
Oh, I have to roll my luck still, obviously, but I think I'm pretty sure that's literally all I used. It was just biology and chemistry. Yeah, science.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I didn't have to stab anyone. Yeah, okay.
Chris?
Yeah, so my character, his name is Mickey Sullivan, aka Sully. He's a boxer, more of an ex-boxer. The way I kind of see him is like, he had like, you know, a young, like when he was coming up, he had like a promising career. He had like one, like I guess he was one. Was a champ, like he was like a one-time champ kind of deal where, you know, he had like a good career, but then just kind of just let it all go to crap, turned to the bottle, became an alcoholic. His treasured possession is actually a photograph of this championship win, and it hangs above a bar that he's like the co-owner of now, next to the gym where he used to work at, where he still goes to. He's like an optimist. He thinks he's still going to have like his comeback. The meaningful location of the bar is called, I called it the Golden Glove, and he lives in just like a little crappy studio apartment above it, and is just usually just there all day, just hanging out, drinking until, you know, he's, you know, I mean, he doesn't really train as much anymore, but now he's just started working for, I guess he knows you as Nemo, but around other people, he would always refer to you as Mr. What's the last name?
Mr. Sheffield.
Mr. Sheffield. Just want to make sure I have that noted. So he's just kind of working as a bodyguard for you. I went a different way with this character. You know, Reese was my last character. He had a lot of charm, and I tried to rely on that a lot. This character, I'm just trying things out a little differently. We went high intimidate because I think I like the idea of always having some sort of interpersonal skill that you rely on before you shoot someone in the head or, you know, decide to uppercut someone. So, you know, probably going to be relying on the intimidate in there. I gave him a little bit of climbing skill, a little bit of jump. I thought it'd be interesting. You know, I thought this might be an opportunity for him to, like, you know, this would be the dude you'd send to climb up the roof to do something or another. But, you know, he's a brawler, doesn't use guns really. And yeah, just kind of interested. This is definitely more of like a physical kind of character.
Yeah, I think we've only seen like a physical character coming from book at the beginning, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see another physical character, and we haven't seen much of that. So what about you, Walter? Who are you?
Well,
Is that a voice you're gonna use? Are you gonna be a redneck?
well. No, he's more of a bag of muddy wee. Well, he's an antiquarian, the most Lovecraftian profession you can get. or so.
That Joakim will allow us to get.
Yeah.
Well,
it's really it.
Well,
Because otherwise, I would say cultist probably, but yeah.
well, we kind of have one here.
we already have a cultist.
Yeah.
So, but I made him a little older because I wanted to try out being an old knowledge professor type-ish dude. So he has a lot of history and a lot of occult, a lot of psychoanalysis. And then I thought to myself, you're starting to sound more and more like Sean Connery, so he has to have that charm. He also has a good appearance as well, so that makes sense in that regard. So, he's known for his books and antique store in Brooklyn because.
What's it called?
What is it called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it up. Make it up.
needs a
Go.
pun name.
Do it.
Make
right
it up.
now.
It needs either cheesy or pun name, because that's the theme we've gone with here when we named
Everything's serious, but
first.
names are shit.
Yeah.
What is another word for alien?
Extraterrestrial.
Xenos.
Xenos. Ripley's Extraterrestrial Bookstore.
Sounds good.
There we go.
Fucking weirdo.
I mean, you haven't heard my character. So I'm gonna start with what everybody knows about my character. My character's name is John Sheffield. And he is a great Gatsby type of dude. He's extremely rich. He has a manor in a remote, beautiful location in the forest. Parties are going on here almost every other day. And everybody knows him to be a quite cunning businessman. He deals in the occult a lot. That's why he knows Walter, and they're pretty good friends. Walter comes by from time to time for tea, and Zoe is his hired bodyguard. Now, the other side of John is named Nemo, and only a few people like Zoe and Walter know him to be that. Underneath the barn, inside of his manor, there is a fully equipped scientific laboratory in which John conducts human experiments. He's never killed anybody. He usually just takes drunk people from the party, tests them, and then they just wake up with a bad hangover in one of his rooms. And that's about who John is. His father is a different question, but I think we're gonna go that into the adventure itself, or who his father is.
Weirdest group of people ever.
Yeah, and he's been watching Joshua, Henry, and George for some time now. He's been around. He's been seeing everything that's been happening because they've been dealing into occult shit, and he's very interested in that type of stuff. His main goal, his only sole objective, is to know magic. That's what he wants.
Do you?
No.
How messy are you with their bodies?
Not too messy. It's most people, if they find needle marks, it's gonna be
are there
drugs.
legitimate markings on their corpses?
Not corpses.
I know you don't kill anyone, but I know you don't kill them, but like, if I dealt with a body and I'm like, oh, weird, he's got this giant incision in his left butt cheek. Why is this here?
No. Most likely, I don't really leave marks. I just experiment with stuff on them. Sometimes it doesn't even involve surgery. It's like me trying to cast spells or rituals on them.
Oh, that's even safer. All right.
Yeah, I know. Or injecting them with weird concoctions and stuff like that. I usually keep it discreet, and if ever anybody wakes up with something weird, I pay them off.
Sorry, I couldn't. I just couldn't help myself. You got boobs now.
I go, what?
No, I just couldn't help myself.
Oh.
I had to see what you looked like with boobs. Here's some money. Go live your life.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's Yeah, that sounds good.
One
Or
thing
maybe-
that
or a
we
tentacle
could
out the
do,
shoulder.
if you're up for it, Chuky, is that you accidentally killed someone and need to get rid of the body and contacted Joshua about that.
Sounds good. Yeah, definitely. That might have
So
happened.
you could.
I could know
let's
Joshua
wait
from
for
time
you
to
to know each
time.
other.
Yeah, like it's
What does this thing do?
yeah, like from time to time,
if
to
it's
time this
okay
happens.
with, Yaboi.
He never actually intentionally kills anybody, but sometimes accidents happen. You know, it's science. It's science in the 1920s by a weird Frankenstein type of character. It happens.
That's why I only deal with dead bodies. Because then I can't risk killing them. You know, it's a win-win.
Well, I mean, in this campaign, we've seen
Well.
bodies that are not dead.
I think Joshua
Unless
might
it's
have.
in of you know mobsters and
Yeah, I mean
orgasms,
the
but-
last the last adventure left a very mustardy aftertaste.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I
John
killed
made
a
an
lot of
oopsie.
people.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Joshua, who are you?
All right. So, if you guys watched the last adventure, or I was a part of 2 adventures ago, actually. Joshua's lived a little while now.
yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, it's kind of weird. Because he's fucking weird. Joshua is a undertaker. He runs a small little mortuary, you know, funeral home kind of deal where I deal with setting up burials and you know, preparing the body and all that good stuff, and embalming and whatnot. And so he's this game, guys, you stats are between 1 and 100, and Joshua on that scale is a 90. And I think that's as high as you can roll.
Yes.
Just flat out. That's as high as you can
That's
roll.
how big he is.
And he's not buff, but his bone structure is just massive. So he's this just fucking hulking man. He's not like super hunchback, but he's fucking massive. But it's like his skin's pretty tight to his bones, because like how else would his body develop? So he's really kind of creepy looking. But he's not the ugliest person ever. But anyway, so he does lots of body experiments with the dead, not the alive, and because I don't have to worry about them waking up and paying him off, and because of the nature of his business and who he is, lots of people have used him in the past for tons of weird burials and stuff, because I don't ask questions and I pretend like I'm totally ignorant that this is a cult anything. So Joshua actually has a lot of knowledge on this stuff.
And I think if I contacted you for this, and would you be like, after you come at my place and pick up the body, would you be like, would I know that you're interested in the occult? Would I find that out in the multiple dealings that we've had together?
The only way you would know I have any interest or knowledge in the occult is if you knew the people I was dealing with.
I mean, that's quite possible.
You would never know. You would never know my personal interest. You would only know that I work with a ton of weird fucking people.
Joakim, would I have access to that type of information? Because
To what?
that type of information, because weird fucking people are going to be the people I sell my stuff to.
Yeah, that's.
Like, the way I make money is I sell antiques and artifacts.
If you have requested help from Joshua multiple times, you probably have seen other customers like around there.
Okay,
And
yeah,
maybe-
so you would be like, Joshua would be invited to tea as well eventually.
Bring my witch as a date.
Yeah, like 100%. If I see your client list, like, you're gonna be invited to tea with me and Walter eventually. I don't know if you accept it, but you're gonna receive an invitation.
Depends how soon it is after all this shit just went down, really. I mean,
I think it's like a month after.
Joshua wants to have a little time after he mustard gassed a fucking inn.
I'd say
that
like
fucking club.
2 weeks. 2 weeks after the club thingy. 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's probably long enough. You had some time to get bored.
Yeah, okay, so I already know you. The only person that I don't know here is Henry, which is gonna be fun.
So, I'm just curious about the map. Who made the memo?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
But it's kind of true.
Right?
Never fucking go here. Memo.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's
Oh, yeah,
where
it was Chuky, yeah. there
that's
you go.
where we shot the mobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know where it is. We just wanted to know who actually.
Yeah, I
made it.
can't.
Yeah, no,
I
I made
can't
it.
go. I can't go back there.
Yeah.
Entire Harlem.
I mean, I just want to say
Yeah.
for those who have
Yeah.
watched the previous shows, George is still alive, but he pissed off the witches, he pissed off Harlem, he pissed off the mobsters, he pissed off Staten Island, he pissed off the police, he pissed off Joshua. I mean, I can go on. He pissed off so many people that
You gotta just move to LA now.
Yeah. Being haunted by Yaboi's dead character.
yeah, no.
Every time he gets in the car, it's like ghost of him.
Do we want to start? Do you want to start this whole thing, Joakim, with the party at least?
Well, we still have the backstory stuff to do, but I guess we could do that later, maybe when Poultry shows up. I don't know. That might be weird. If
Well, it depends how. Depends how important it is for you.
it really depends on what you plan to do about that thing.
Well, that really depends on what poultry's doing. So that's essentially where we are.
Yeah.
So I would say probably we can clarify it next week.
Yeah.
And when poultry gets in, we'll just have to move forward. Oh.
Okay, so
I can. It's fine. There's no action I would take unless it was really like that could possibly end up hurting my relationship with Henry yet.
Okay. Okay.
So
Fine. Yep.
most
Then we're cool. Then we can do it whenever Poultry shows up.
Yeah.
If he shows up.
do you want to start with the actual party?
Yeah, I think that's the
So
way to do it.
you guys have been invited to my manor. So all of you have been there before. Zoe is a regular, and Zoe and Water are regulars there. Joshua is a new acquaintance, but you've been invited there tonight. Joshua, you've never seen... I don't know if you've ever seen a party here, because when I invite people over for tea, there's never a party going on. But now, because of the timing, and the invite was quite short notice... by the way, whoever's sitting on his chair right now, it's very loud.
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem. And well, you got an invite short notice, and it said to present this to the butler at the front entrance, and he will take you to the top floor. You've never been to the top floor before, even when I took you for tea.
I feel special.
So I've been here before.
Yeah, I've invited you for tea before
So
with Water.
what does the whole area look like? The barn and
The whole
Your
mansion is
place.
quite big. It's a 12-room mansion, which is extremely big for that time. I think it's the biggest you can get in the book.
the biggest example in
Damn.
the book, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take an occult roll to see if I sense that this place is fucking weird?
Well, let me
Or
give
do
you
you
the
think it's too
let
well
me give
hidden?
you the description of the place first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you there's this walk, this cemented walk where cars go into, because this is the only road inside of the forest. It's actually very well lit and very beautifully done, because a lot of people come with their cars here. There's a huge parking lot in the middle, and there's a manor, and then there's a barn a bit to the side. It's a bit far off from the actual manor, far enough that you couldn't hear anything from there, but you still see it. The manor is gigantic. It's made with white marble, and there's a lot of lights going on almost always. You can just see the house is just white in the blackness of the night. The forest is well trimmed around, and there's a lot of flowers in the front entrance. There's a smoking lounge outside where most of the people spend the time smoking and drinking whiskey. There's no smoking in the house. That's kind of a rule in at these parties. Everybody who wants to smoke smokes outside, on the side of the house. And this house is littered with weird things, from animals from different continents on the walls to just weird items behind glass inside of wardrobes. There's always butlers and servants around going with food and drinks. And there's always one butler named Gustavo. He has this like short type of like Yaboi mustache and beard. And he stays at the front entrance, and he always greets the special guests. And which is, in this case, you are.
I think it's safe to say that you could do a occult roll to see if you recognize something occult inside.
Yeah, I see it.
Most likely she sees it and stuff. Yeah.
I know. Okay, no, I just needed to know if I knew what I was.
Well, like you guys have seen this before. Again, like you've been here, so you've seen this in the past.
No.
Well, you're a regular, Maltred. That's why I had to take the role, because like this is my second time here. But.
Yeah, but I'm always looking around. There may be new stuff, right? So, excitement.
So what kind of like occult collectibles do you have shown off in your glass cases?
Whatever I haven't sold yet. Like
okay,
you can have like a piece of a ship that was sunk 1,000 years ago, but that piece of wood, it's still in 100% perfect condition. You can't even tell.
I have Mother in a casing.
Actually, George has that. He just
case is full with slime, barnacles growing on it.
Yeah, so it's quite weird. But I mean, most of the people that come around here are into those type of things, and those who are just normal people with money that come here to have a good time, just think they're nice. Like it's a nice decoration. Yeah, the house has 2 levels. Like it's the floor level, first level, and second level, and the second level is where nobody has been before. The first level is kind of filled with this type of like move around. There's no actually chairs, like you move around, you look at these things. The second level is where the restaurant type of place is, so a lot of people can sit down and eat or have a good time. It's also like a small stage where people perform. I hire my people to sing. And my bedroom is kind of in the background with the library attached to it. And on the top floor, this is just gigantic room, this gigantic attic, where I have a round blackwood table in the middle of it, and it's surrounded by all the occult stuff that's too expensive or too rare to show anywhere else.
Okay, just real quick, as your bodyguard, like, am I aware of like your inner sanctum kind of stuff, or
yeah, you've
just
been here
kind
before.
of like,
no, Zoe
okay.
has been here before. Yeah.
All right.
Like a lot of times, I kind of forget about you, and I just tell you to follow me, and you just follow me, and I instinctively just you're there.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Turn around and see Sully.
I'm just picturing myself just wearing black suit and black tie, just unless you'd rather have me wearing something else.
No,
wearing something else,
that's
boss.
perfect.
Naked all the time for his experiments.
Pretty much. I just got like a catheter just sticking out of me.
Chastity belt. I don't know.
So I mean, you guys are in front of the manor, I guess. So like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
You're not at the manor?
I'm not in front of the manor, like at the entrance.
Well, I'm gonna go over to the. Well, there was a special entrance, or
No. There's a special butler that takes care of the special guests always.
Ah, all right. Well, I'm just gonna
Do
go
I
up to him.
fit
He
in
knows
the
me.
door?
It's double door.
Okay,
No.
sure.
Well, I'm just gonna go up to him, like, hand him my coat and my hat.
He looks at you. Invitation, sir.
Invitations. Do you not know who I am, man? I've come here before, lots of times.
Yes, Mr. Water, we do know you, but Mr. Sheffield has told us that special guests with invitations are coming today.
That is me.
He extends
Do
his
you
hand.
not believe me? Huh?
He just
Do I really need to pull out the invitation for you to believe me?
he just stands there with his hand like extended, like his face is just.
Motionless? No. Ah, fine. Pull it out and smack it in his hand.
Thank you, sir. He checks it. Follow me, sirs. And,
Onward.
he takes you through the whole manor. There is a young brunette playing I don't know. Joakim, give me a popular 1920s musical instrument.
The jazz horn.
Well, piano, guitar.
Piano. There we go. She's playing the piano and singing at the same time on the first floor. And you're being taken to the second floor. And you go up this mahogany kind of staircase, and the door in front of you is a gigantic black iron door. And this man just knocks a couple of times and kind of echoes. And then you see the door opening. And John is right there. Before he sees Gustavo, he doesn't say anything. He just goes straight to the table in the middle of the room.
Have you invited other people to the party? Like, is there a party going on, or is this one of your team?
The party's going on, but the party's going on down below. But Gustavo is in charge of always taking like the special guests.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, and Gustavo just leads you guys to the table.
Oh well, I'm not with them.
Okay, so you just.
We could say that I come in at a different time. So I'll walk up to the door, and I maybe Gustavo's gotten back from waiting after he delivered them. I don't know at this point. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk into the party. Do I have to talk to Gustavo, or can I just walk past him? Will he acknowledge me?
No, he doesn't acknowledge you. Like, he doesn't know you're the invited person. It's only like if you show him the invitation you have.
All right. I've probably noticed Gustavo before. From
yeah. Like,
okay,
which will give you a description of the guy in the.
There's obvious signs. There's a party going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Joshua's gonna kind of he's gonna be walking, and then he's gonna get to like Gustavo, and then he's gonna kind of like shuffle quickly past him, and then like get into the party, and I'm gonna find where the party is, and I'm gonna party with some random people.
Well, as I said, there's a smoke lodge outside. There's people drinking whiskey, and the first floor there's just people walking around and examining the exhibits.
I think Joshua is gonna like sit next to the lady singing on the piano and like hum along and like cheery like have a drink with her like while she sings. So
I don't know how.
For a little while.
Like, everyone, you're used to this, but everyone is just looking at you because you're like,
yeah, I don't care.
Taller than everyone.
Yeah, the woman is paid to entertain, so she's not gonna shoo you away. She's just gonna continue on singing as best as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm there for a little while. So I mean, I'm sure I'll make my way to you guys soon, but for a little while I'll be drinking with her.
Okay, then I look at Zoe and then Water. Oh, Zoe, Water. Oh, dear chaps, yeah, please, take a seat.
Thank you, John, old chap. Go down.
Yeah, I just go sit down.
Have you by any chance seen a tall, white fella? Quite weird, very tall.
Yeah, I saw him shuffle in past Gustavo, and yeah, I think I just saw him over by the piano boss.
Interesting.
I have not seen this person.
Gustavo,
no.
Please make sure that the man joins us whenever he feels ready. Yes, sir. And Gustavo's just gonna kind of like, he's gonna be near Joshua now. Like, he's not gonna be like next to him, but he's gonna be at the end of the room looking at Joshua and waiting. Because he's just gonna look at you.
I would probably be there for like half an hour. So whenever we can say whenever half an hour passes. I don't know if you guys are going to talk about something for that time, but yeah, I'd probably be singing there for about half an hour.
Walter, sorry. Well, I have a quite interesting job on my hands, and I'm in need of help.
Help, you say?
Oh yes, oh, sorry, over here is already going to help. He's my employee, of course. But you, Walter, I'm in need of your knowledge.
Ah, alright.
And I take out a small letter. And I say, this is a letter from my father. And I think, sorry, you'd know who my father kind of is. In the years you've known me, the single subject I never talk about, but you always kind of hear whispers about it from people that I know very well, is my father, Cornelius.
Cornelius, okay. I'll make a note of it.
Say, this is a letter from my father, Cornelius. 1 week from now will be my birthday. And I have a task to complete. Now, I'll need your help for this. And I kind of extend a list towards Walter and Surrey. And it says over on there in the list.
Should I make it public?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It says, 1 pure silver braid, sharp and enchanted. A group of loyal and capable, preferably armed men. The stone tablet of Wazard, kept at the Catholic Archaeological Society's exhibition hall. These are the 3 items I shall need to procure until the week's end. Now, Walter, I expect the pure silver braid you could find among your artifacts.
Yes, I could probably locate it quite easily.
Good. The armed and capable men, I think, part will be filled up by our friend over on here, sorry.
Sure thing.
There we go. And the stone tablet of Wazard, I believe that would be a common effort. Though I believe that a hearty donation from me shall enable us to find it quite, well, procure it faster than through other means.
Of course.
Well, this is the
Joshua is so innocent compared to you guys. What is this? Oh God. Feel bad for Joshua in advance.
Whatever. Joshua's freaking gassed people.
Yeah, but he's still like a nice person. You guys are like
You have killed the most people out of anyone here.
to protect my friend, Joakim. Okay? There was no other option. There was other options, but it was, you know what?
Now, there we go. Amy, please, come on. And you see like this waitress coming in with tea. Oh yes, tea. And it puts tea in front of all of you. The same
I'm
time,
a lewd old man. I just look her out like.
yeah, all of the servants I hire are extremely beautiful people, men and women. John is quite obsessed with the human physique.
I like take my flask out and I pour a little bit of whiskey into my tea.
Every time you do that, I scoff a bit. Ruining good tea, sorry. Always. Nonetheless, we shall have to wait for the big bloke. We shall need him too. The list of customers he serves has recently become known to me, and I believe he could be of help.
Oh, how so?
And I just believe that his connections should help us procure these items easier.
Huh. All right. Makes sense.
Also, after we procure the items, there shall be some type of mission. I'm not aware of what the task is at hand, but we should be ready for whatever. My father is well known for his rather weird missions, but I assure you that whatever we end up doing, it will be worth your time, monetary or otherwise.
That is always good to know, John. Thank you.
I'm gonna sit back and enjoy my tea. I don't know if anybody has like any specific questions.
Same. I think I'm gonna take the tea and then go around and look at the different stuff in the room. Like, I always admire the stuff. Just drink my tea while I admire it.
Do we want to take our first break, or?
Yeah.
Joshua finally is about to head up the stairs towards the room now.
Yeah. And maybe if we are
door.
really lucky, we'll see a poultry when we come back.
Maybe not though.
Maybe not. I think it's more likely that it's not back, but
Yeah.
we can hope. Keep the hope alive.
For a cock ghost, he's really late.
Okay, well, we'll take a small break here, guys. And we'll come back in 3-5 minutes with more It Has Tentacles. See you guys on the other side.